I live in Brazil, and I've been listening to your podcast since like the 200. So 800
Cool.
podcasts is a lot. Thanks for everything you've done. And I used to be a BTC maximalist, so like 100% of my wealth, everything was BTC, Bitcoin, whatever, Ethereum, all this garbage. And I sold it all and bought silver at $17 because of you in 2020. So I really just want to say thank you for all your work. And I have a YouTube channel. Of course, it's in Portuguese, and you're a big inspiration. So thank you very much, and good
What
night,
price did
everyone.
you get? What price
Oh,
did you get out of your Bitcoin?
I sold all over 2020, 2021. I think the last bit I sold was maybe 48,000 in 2021, and I never bought in again. I think it's bad luck. If you touch Bitcoin, you have bad luck in everything in your
Well,
life.
yeah, you're probably, and even though Bitcoin is at 81,000, if you put the money into silver when you did, you're better off.
Oh yeah, and I bought a lot of miners when they were like no one wanted, and sold in 2021 and went into physical silver. So yeah, it's it's been pretty good, especially
Yeah,
the
well, you've done
last.
some good trading. That's on you. I can't.
Yeah,
You did that. Those are some good trades.
yeah. You mentioned the miners, and I don't know if I can touch the miners anymore after what happened in 2022, 3, 4. Like I don't know. I think they might do a big run now. So I just buy some options, but I don't want to hold them long term because
Well, I
silver
think they've really
especially.
look. The miners have a lot of them have learned their lessons. They've cleaned up their balance sheets. They've paid down a lot of debt, and they're not doing crazy acquisitions right now. And I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to be doing share buybacks, dividend increases. So I think the foundations are there because so many people have lost confidence in them, and that's what I like as a contrarian investor. I like to buy sectors that are out of favor. I like to buy sectors that people have lost interest in. And that's the case with the gold miners, even though the price of gold is rising so much and has nothing but upside. I mean, gold at 3,000, there's no chart resistance here because gold has never been here. But also, gold didn't get to 3,000 in a spike, it gradually came up here. It has so much support beneath the market. It doesn't have a lot of downside risk. If gold had just gone from 2,000 to 3,000 in a week in like a big spike, oh shit, you'd have a risk. Maybe it'll go down to 2,500. But there is so much support beneath the market because of the way it rallied that there's so little downside risk, I think. I mean, you could have days where it goes down 50 or $100. You're going to get those days, but it's no big deal because we're going higher because buying is going to come in. There's so many dollars that need to be converted to gold. But once the public starts doing the same thing, then the demand's just going to be off the charts. And I think these mining stocks are going to be big. They could make the same kind of moves as Bitcoin. I mean, not like when Bitcoin went from $1 to 100,000, but Bitcoin has gone from 10,000 to 100,000. Oh, that's a 10x move. Gold mining stocks can easily do a 10x move from where they are.
Yeah, I think so too, but I feel like it's probably the big move is probably going to happen later this year or maybe early next year, because if there is a big recession, which seems pretty obvious now, if they cut the garbage spending, there's no more GDP left because it's all garbage.
But remember,
So of
recessions,
course we're gonna have a
but a
recession.
recession is very bullish for gold because what happens in a recession is the government budget deficits get bigger and the Fed creates more inflation because it prints more money, buys more bonds.
Yeah, but first it goes down for like 2 weeks, and then it goes straight up to the moon. That's when I want to get leverage
But it will only
into
go
my.
down. Gold will only go down if the dollar is spiking. If the dollar is not going up, gold's not going to have a big drop. And so it depends on what's going on with the dollar. So if we get a big drop in the U.S. stock market and the dollar rallies, gold's going to go down. But if we get a big drop in the U.S. stock market and the dollar drops, gold's going up. So I wouldn't think hey, let me wait for the drop and then I'm going to load up. We've had a lot of
Yeah,
clients.
but that's gold. Like physical gold doesn't really matter. It's like having, I mean,
Yeah,
it's money.
yeah, exactly. But you're
That's
talking about the
money.
mining
But I
stocks, yeah.
mean, mining stocks, yeah, exactly.
But
If
the
everything
mining stocks
shuts
haven't even
down,
had a big rally yet. They haven't even. I mean, they've been consolidating for years. I mean, look at a chart.
I mean, it's the biggest one in 3 years. It's like 2 weeks of going up, and
Right, but if you
that's
look,
it.
look at a chart of the GDX or GDXJ from August of 2020 to now, it's just in a little. I mean, it's just been trading in a range.
Yeah.
It hasn't broken out yet.
Yeah, the only I mean, I don't even know if it's a producer, but the royalty miners like the Wheaton Precious Metals, Franco-Nevada, especially Wheaton because they have a lot of silver. I'm more a silver guy.
Uh-huh.
I know you love gold, and I feel like we should push silver much harder because like the banks have gold, so it's just shuffling paper. Oh yeah, we get from the LBMA, we get from the Comex, and they just move around the same gold like 50 million times. But silver, there's no lender of last resort. So if they have the problems at the LBMA with silver, where do they get it from? They raid SLV, which they're already doing. They short it, so they can't buy more. They do the same with PSLV, so it's probably running out. I feel like silver needs to do catch up maybe to 40 or 50 to gold, not 90 to
Yeah,
one.
I mean, the move is coming. But anyway, I'm starting to lose my voice too. It's after 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna just